Hey, it's the Love Guru Blair from loveguru.net. And this is the last video that I am making today in the video series about heart healing, of which I am the creator of. And heart healing is a healing modality that opens and heals your heart so you can attract the love and have the relationship and the life that you desire. So the last topic I'm going to talk about today, and that has to do with relationship baggage. So what is relationship baggage, and how does this affect your love life? Now, first off, this is one of the areas that heart healing helps clear and heal for you. Relationship baggage is, ever since the time that we first get into intimate relationships, and really, it's ever since the first time that we get into any relationship. So this is talking not only about our love life, our intimate relationship, but this is the relationship that also has to do with our family members, our parents and our family members, and also the relationship with ourselves. So when I talk about relationship baggage, we're talking about three elements. Relationship baggage with ourselves, relationship baggage with intimate partners, relationship baggage with family members. Now, unless this relationship baggage is properly cleared and healed, it will negatively affect every future relationship that you have. And when I say every relationship, it'll affect every relationship you have, that means even if we're focusing in on your love life and you're noticing problems in your love life, the relationship baggage that you're carrying is also affecting the relationships that you have at work. It's also affecting the relationship that you have with your health. And it's also affecting the relationship that you have with friendships, how close you let people get to you, how honest you are with people, how intimate you're able to be, how guarded or unguarded you are. And so what is relationship baggage? Ever since that you were younger, when you were young, every relationship that you have, there's this song, what is the song? Every relationship, I lost a piece of me or something. I don't know what the song is right now, but I know it's in songs. You take a piece of me or something. And what happens is, unfortunately, when we get into a relationship with others, we allow them to take parts of us with them when they leave us, which is, by the way, an unhealthy relationship pattern. It happens energetically. And also, we take pieces of people once we have that relationship as well. This is going in a different direction than I was planning. This is very interesting. I'm kind of like listening too, as my guys are sharing with me also, even though I know this stuff, but it's interesting how it's coming out. So this is part, if you're going through life and you're carrying parts of other people with you, having to do with your relationship with them, and maybe this is how they viewed you. This one thought I was really sexy. This one thought I was really smart. Okay, maybe that's good baggage to have, but we also carry bad baggage. So the sexy part might be like, well, that guy only liked me if I was acting all seductive and slutty. I had to be like, what's that saying? Like, a good girl on the streets and naughty in the sheets or something? A slut in the sheets? I forgot the saying because I'm so sort of disconnected from the programming that's out there in society, like the stupid sayings. But maybe you believe that. Whether you're a woman or a man, maybe you believe that you have to be a good girl out in the world and then this naughty seductress in the bedroom. Or maybe if you're a man, you believe that you're the woman that you have has to be like that. Well, that's also a form of baggage. So say I had a relationship with a man and he was like, oh, I love when you're like slutty Blair. Isn't it a funny example? I shouldn't be talking about myself. This is not a true story. So this actually is some baggage that I had to get rid of. I will share with you. And it's okay because you guys share personal stuff with me and I share personal stuff with my clients. So I share, so that's the way that this works. So I had to release that programming, that baggage that this one guy that I was dating back in the day had put on me. This baggage that I was carrying, that he only liked me if I was like this naughty girl. And you know what, even if I go back further than that, it wasn't necessarily baggage that he put on me. I mean, it was an expectation, just to be a naughty girl. But are we keeping this video up for real? But like, I have no shame because I'm not like that anymore. I'm very prim and proper now. So even if we go back further than that, this is messages that I got and many women get and many men get also from watching movies and TV, that she's like this seductress woman and that's what's sexy and that's what kind of woman, that's how a woman finds her power. So that's a perfect example of relationship baggage. Let's take one that's more specific to guys too. Maybe a part of relationship baggage that you have as a guy is that you have to make a lot of money in order to be able to get girls or get a woman and to be able to keep women, that maybe they're only interested in you because of your money. Now, who knows, with these relationship baggage, with these different parts of relationship baggage, some parts of it we're conscious of and other parts we're not conscious of it. So that's what is exciting about heart healing, is because it takes you through the layers, that you get these mind shifts, you get these realizations of what is really running your life. And you start to realize on how much of your life is really not your life, but instead how you've been programmed to believe, programmed to think, programmed to behave. And it's really quite sad on how most of our society is really running around and not free, not in their power and not free because they're playing out these roles. So these are different forms of relationship baggage. I shared about being the sexy vixen in bed. I shared about women only wanting men for money. I also shared about how when energetically when you're in relationships and they break up, on how people take parts of you or how you take parts of them. So if you're carrying other people's baggage, if you're carrying other parts of people, and again, this is a little bit of a heavier talk, because when I'm talking about this, you're carrying parts of people or you're losing parts of yourself, that's an energetic thing. So that's for the more spiritually advanced of you watching these videos. So those are all ways that relationship baggage is really weighing you down, and it's preventing you from getting the type of relationship that you really desire. If you're carrying all this stuff, I mean, think of yourself as carrying all this stuff from years. I mean, however old you are, in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s or your 50s or your 60s, you know, most of the clients I work with are in their 30s and 40s. So by the time you're in your 30s and 40s, you're carrying all this baggage of like how relationships don't work out for you, on how everybody leaves you, on how people don't love you, on how people don't value what you do for them, on how people take advantage of you. That's all relationship baggage. So how are you supposed to be able to fly and really make your dreams come true? And now, yes, I am talking about in your love life and in your career. How are you able to truly fly, spread your wings, fly, make your dreams happen, and really love life and feel freedom and feel wonderful happiness if you're carrying all these years of relationship baggage on your back? It weighs you down and it makes you exhausted. It can bring up all different types of emotions. So this is what heart healing focuses on. One of the avenues that it focuses on, one of the many avenues that I've spoken about in these videos today, is it helps you clear these things. So places where you got beliefs confused. So for example, like, let me go back to that like sexy vixen belief and how women get their power from being sexy. I mean, there's so many women out there that walk around like this. And as I shared, like that used to be me too, you know? When I was able to heal that in me, number one, I started dressing differently. I started carrying myself differently. I started valuing myself more. I started really loving and honoring myself more. And I started attracting a different type of man, a much better quality man. So I think that I've made it sound somewhat simple as far as like, hey, you might have this issue or this issue or that issue. But usually people have many issues, and it's about untangling, unraveling, and healing and clearing all of those. And each time you do, you get a rise in energy because you're no longer carrying that baggage. You also get a new outlook on life. You start behaving differently. You start thinking differently. And because you are thinking and behaving differently, and it's not a surface level change, it's a root core level change, then your whole life starts altering. And you start attracting better relationships. And when I'm speaking about relationships, I'm talking about intimate partners, I'm talking about business relationships, I'm talking about friendships, I'm talking about every area of your life. So this is what heart healing can do for you. And if you are interested in finding out more information, you can visit loveguru.net and schedule an initial session. Bye-bye.